going. Right back. Come on, Dad.
That's why we got to get the flip.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode. Today we are out at Redbird in Indiana, Redbird State Riding Area. Now behind me you don't see the Jeep. My Jeep's there. I'm really excited about today's video, really and truly honestly, and I know I give Jeff a hard time most of the time, but today is kind of like a shakeout day for his Samurai. So his Samurai first made an appearance in the Stuck in the Mud episode. I'll put a link for that up there. And he helped pull me out. What you didn't see or didn't know about that is he's been having, this is kind of a complete rebuild for him. So there's nothing really stock in this Jeep, I'm gonna say Jeep, but the Samurai anymore. What's original is the body, the steering wheel, and the gas pedal. That's pretty much it. And so he had some problems getting it going. That transfer case in particular kept kind of slipping out of gear, it wouldn't stay in, and so he's had that apart and together probably 6 or 7 times. We think we finally got it licked, but today is going to be his first real kind of shakeout trip for this, so I'm really excited. I know he's worked super hard on this.
Brad wanted a quick rundown on what we've done here. Originally I purchased this 1987 Suzuki Samurai. 90% of the stuff on here is from Low Range Off-Road. They've been really good to me. William has helped me out quite a bit. We'll start off with the engine. 4.3 Chevy V6 Vortec with a 4-speed automatic transmission, and everything in the engine compartment's been changed from the radiator on back. Brakes are original. Probably want to look at putting some sort of upgraded disc brake to the rear. We've got an ARB compressor in here that fuels the front and rear lockers, and I've got an accessory on there for airing my tires up after I drop them down. The front bumper, also that came from Low Range Off-Road along with the winch. 12 plus inches on the lift. I've got a few inches in the springs, all new shocks. Running the original rims, steel rims, and have some 33s on 15s there.
Little walkthrough from Jeff. Yeah, we might put an extended walkthrough, do a little video, link that up here for you if you really want to know all about it. If you're interested in being the president of Jeff's fan club, he's got a small following that's growing online. You just let us know in the comments below, all right? Alright, and if you saw the sand dune video, you know I ripped the bumper off towards the end of that. We did a quick little fix with this. Just did a little epoxy in the corners, and underneath there's a mount that got ripped off. I kind of epoxied that back together. Just kind of a temporary fix. I knew we were coming here. I know that there's probably going to be some mud and some stuff we could easily kind of torque it and rip it again, so I didn't want to go crazy with it. But for now, it's back on. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Leave a comment below on Jeff's ride, and let's get going. The Redbird State Recreational Area, or State Riding Area, is actually named after the Redbird coal mine that used to be in this area. The coal mine at the time took up about 1,400 acres of land. And when you go to the Redbird State Recreation Area today, what you'll find is you're going through a heavily wooded area, lots of mud, deep ruts. There's also tree roots and things sticking out like that. We decided we wanted to head to Redbird State Recreation Area because there's 4 Jeep Badge of Honor trails. If you own a Jeep and you don't already know, Jeep has a program where you can download an app, go online and look throughout the country different trails that you can run. What you do is you go to the trail and you check in online, and then you're able to go ahead and complete or participate in these trails, and Jeep will actually send you a badge that you can stick on your car, which is kind of cool. So anyway, we went there because of this, and what you'll find and what you'll see in this video is Redbird is kind of unique because it really combines lots of mud, steep ascents and descents, and really tight turns and tight quarters. And so there's parts in this video you're gonna see that one of the first hills we tried to go up had all of that. It had mud, it had deeply rutted areas and tree roots that we had to kind of climb as obstacles. And to add to this, the steep ascent and the rutted areas, there's also just very tight spaces with these trees. And we're trying to go up this course, and you can, looking to the left and right, and you can see that the tree's bark has been ripped off on both sides from people who have tried to go up and kind of slide from side to side and end up scraping and hitting a tree, which doesn't really instill confidence in you as the driver. It's not hard to wreck your vehicle. I would highly, highly recommend that you don't go to Redbird by yourself, that you have a partner to spot to help you. A winch is, as far as I'm concerned, a winch is a huge plus. This area, and they'll tell you right on the website when you look, what's nice is these courses are graded from green, blue, black, and then red being the hardest. But they'll tell you right there on the website that when they get a lot of rain, everything gets muddy, and the grading system kind of goes out the window because the mud really and the boggy areas can really change the courses, and can do it overnight.
Get out of the way. Sliding. You want to avoid this stuff, you gotta work hard.
Lost. If you say the rim of the tire, not the tire of the guard. What? Oh, look! Here's my wounds.
Another thing you're going to notice very quickly is that the trail map that they give you is loosely helpful. We found that the scale on the map was kind of off, and it was difficult to actually follow the map. Another thing to take note of is trails like Trail 3 and Trail 5 and even the 3X. There's kind of the trail, but what's not on the map, and this is kind of why it makes it difficult, is they just call them challenge areas. There are areas off the trail that are still trail that you can do that vary very quickly in degrees of difficulty.
All right, guys, so we're on trail number 5 now. Just little thoughts so far on this whole trail experience. Lots of narrow areas. I did really mess up my fender, ripped my fender off on a tree root, and also dented my side fender area. Let me show you that. Dude, that's next. This is green. Yeah. So hopefully we can pull that out by hand. Plenty to get in trouble in if you want to get in trouble. Well, if you can see, I'm standing in front of one. You can't even see it yet, but look, it's like that kind of stuff. But if you've never been here before, there's trails that are kind of loosely marked, and then there's all kinds of other stuff you can go up and mess around in and kind of test yourself. So anyway, we're gonna keep going. Down in the middle there is just complete mud bog, deep mud bogs. So we were looking for a line here that we think we could maybe try to come up and get there safely. These ruts are real deep. So it's a matter of trying to find one where the Grand Cherokee can make it through, because I certainly don't have the ground clearance to end in those ruts and keep going.
I want to kind of keep right.
Yeah, keep right. And then you want your left tire on this rut. Okay, yeah, start straightening out.
I don't, you gotta tell me what passenger driver.
Just straight. Your tires.
Is it okay?
It looks okay right now.
Ditch here, am I?
Okay, yeah, you're getting on it now. A little more driver.
Good?
More driver to stay on it. More driver, more driver. Yeah. Now you can go straight up.
I'm not gonna fall in this ditch here, or?
I don't think so. You go straight. Keep your tires this way. Yep.
Come on, driver, come on. Thank you, Mom's voice. Thank you, Mom's voice. Mom's voice says to crash.
Alright, so he's a bit stuck.
I'll back, now that I'm in, I'll back up a little bit and just see.
You sure?
I guess probably what I would do is watch my back bumper and stuff at this point.
Do you need to back up if you're going to winch?
I don't know if I'm gonna winch.
Because right now you're in a good spot with this back tire. You came up over this hump. You're going to be down under the hump if you go back.
Let me just put it in different modes and see if I can get anywhere with it.
Alright, so as Brad said, he's going to try a couple different modes to see if it gets him out of here before we pull the winch out. And that screaming, I don't know if you can see all the way over there, is the kids actually having a good time. So don't let them fool you. They have fun when we're out on the trail. Ooh. Yeah. There he goes. All right. What mode was that? That was rock mode, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so mud didn't do anything for me. As you can see, put it in rock, and I was able just to kind of crawl right up out of there. So I guess it does kind of make a difference where you're at with things. So anyway, I think it's Jeff's turn. I made it through, honestly, the easiest line I could pick out of this mess. Some of the ruts are so deep.
And
I mean,
the mud is like quicksand.
I'd just be hung up on without any wheels touching. So yeah, and the mud is loose quicksand for sure. Now it's Jeff's turn to go through. He's over there scoping out which line he wants to try. He really can't do the same line I'm doing because I'm not going to move my Jeep until he comes through. But like I said, I definitely picked the easiest line, so we'll see what he can do. He's going.
It
I need my
tipped.
red bag so I can.
So they're trying to get it over.
And then you need us to pull
Where's your
it.
red bag?
I'll get
I
it.
smell gas.
That's why we got to get
Yeah.
it flipped.
Do you need me to try to move my Jeep? I can turn my Jeep around and
No.
bring it. You sure? Because I can run a line right
Once
through
I
here.
get the windshield, topple it back over. I don't think we can.
Firsthand, this is why we don't have a vehicle like Suzuki. As you can see.
That back tire just went, whoop. That was it.
Well, your front one. Did you hear me? Whoa.
So what happened here is, so they were on there and it started to slide, and then the front one started to slide, and then before you know it, they were over.
You right?
So they're gonna try to get back up.
Nora, you're gonna have to like get out of the way.
Just back there is fine.
Yeah, I know. Oh gosh, you guys, your part actually went in the water.
Yeah. No, my part did.
Yeah.
Which I was seeing, but
Nora, you're the only one videoing.
I know. Video. Video.
you know what? We could just get your thing turned around and get your winch hooked up right there.
That's why I'm just asking you. Should I just turn around and run a line?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can try that.
And part of there
I think I'd be better.
is in there, so that ain't fun. And now they're trying to pull them up.
There you go.
Oh gosh, that's muddy.
I think the tire popped.
No, the tire looks alright.
Look at my back of Red Bull can. I guess my water sunk to the bottom. There's no use for the paper towels anymore.
Oh god, guys, your toilet paper's brown.
Important in there.
Come up here.
Hold it up like a champ.
All right, guys, that was something. Jeff's front passenger tire, I tried to stop him, but it started just to slip over the edge. When that front passenger tire started to slip, the back end went into the big ditch behind him, and well, you saw the rest. Everybody is okay. Definitely the kids in the back were kind of startled and scared, but everybody's fine. So Jeff's working his way up now again.
Here, you want to tell us how you felt?
I felt scared because that was the first time I was in a flipped vehicle.
Yeah, it can be pretty scary, huh?
Yeah, and especially because that edge.
Yeah, and then there was water and mud.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm
I
glad
thought-
you're all right, bud.
I thought the thing was going to sink.
Yeah. Nikki, tell us about that. Was it scary?
Yeah, when I saw the window crack, but there was a little bit of piece to escape, so I tried escaping, but that actually worked. So I crawled out, and I waited for everyone else to get out.
I saw
Everyone
you
else
crawl,
to get out?
like, right
Yeah.
under it. You're like,
to get out.
Hold the brake, put
I
it
was
all the way
eight
forward in your
down.
car.
You got the passenger front is on the route. So he wasn't able to make up that line. One thing is for sure, somehow we always have a bit of an adventure. So anyway, Jeff's gonna let it cool off a little bit, see if we can take a different line.
I ride with Jeff.
I ride with Jeff. So we're gonna make up t-shirts. I ride with Jeff. I don't know if we will or not, but Lauren said that if you're watching this and you know how to make t-shirts, let us know and we'll get a few made up of I ride with Jeff and get maybe a couple shots of him flipping or just his wild hair today. His wife really loves the wild flow look. So once Jeff had kind of let things cool off, let his family kind of regroup, they actually all got back into the Samurai to try to make it up the hill again. Credit to them and those kids, because I know for sure my crew would not have done the same thing.
You're gonna get tippy quick. You're front passenger's gonna slide again. I would steer. Don't you want to steer into it? I think I would go passenger with your front wheel passenger so that you're blocking yourself. Yeah. You're right on the edge of tipping. You don't get your walkie on? You're right on the edge of tipping right now.
Which way?
So here's what's gonna happen. If you cut this way, you're gonna pull your base out, and I think you're just gonna go. If you cut this, I think your best option's cutting in, but you're still pretty tippy there.
You're gonna go like that.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna start coming up on your passenger side.
Is my rear gonna clear?
Hang on, I can't see your rear.
Nope.
You're gonna start slipping. Your rear's gonna slip into the. No. Oh boy! Don't turn. You got to keep it hard. Hang on.
They're almost tipping again. This is similar to what happened, except we're a bit farther back.
Since Jeff and his family were about to again roll over here, I was able to convince Jeff to let me go get my Jeep and run a winch line down. So I went and did that. Lauren went down to try to help a little bit. Jeff was trying to convince her to sit on the hood of his Samurai, which she wasn't really going for. But we were able to get a winch line down. Unfortunately, we don't have that. Our cameras were dying, batteries were dying, cards were full, so we don't have that. We just caught the tail end of me taking the winch line off, but they were able to get up okay. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've not yet subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. Hit that bell if you want to know when the videos are coming out. And stay tuned for next week when we do a harder trail at Redbird. So take care, have a great day, and we'll see you again real soon.